So hey, pretty substantial fucking development. The Stitcher has undergone a load of changes, the main one being CPS2 support. The process is much and such the same as the Neo Geo one, but yeah, there's some tiny differences, you know. Ignore the SF2 one, that's not actually done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the CPS2 games that's supported, so Alpha 2 in this case. We're going to take that, and we're going to rename that to the game we want to support. So Cybots in this case, because that's the name of the actual ROM, right? So now, if we open up this new Pi file, okay, we got a couple of things. First, we dictate what system it's for. This one is CPS2, obviously. Then we need to define a prefix, the same as the Neo Geo. So in this case, I believe it's Cy. As a matter of fact, let's open the ROM just to be safe. Cyb 13 and all that. Yep. Okay. Yep. Cyb. So we can tell what the prefix is because each file corresponds to different things. 1 to 10 is program data. 11 and 12, I believe, are the samples / like the music data, so like the Z80 and whatnot. Oh wait, no, the Z80 data is 1 and 2. The samples are 11 and 12. 13 and all the way to 20, that's the actual graphics. So how it interleaves is kind of complicated. There's notes in the actual Stitcher if you want to read it when it's done. Long story short, groups of 4, usually they're 13, 15, 17, and 19. That's group 1. 14, 16, 18, 20. That's group 2. So in order to find the sizes, we just look to the right. Okay, 4. Okay, so both are 4 megabytes big. So there's a couple of preset variables here. For this one, we just set these two. 1 per group, right? There's 4 ROMs. Each of them will be the exact same size due to how interleaving works. So 4 megabytes for the first group, 4 megabytes for the second group. We know it writes in this order, so all's good. So there we go. Cyberbots should be supported now. So we can go to the Stitcher. Cyberbots. Interleave. Sick. So now we can, here's something fun. We can open a supported game. So let's say Cyberbots. Palmod is its own thing, but you know, it's worth looking into anyway because palmodding is cool. Anyway, Cyberbots is already supported, so we don't need to worry about it. Let's see if this palette has Blodia P1. Now, if we open Tile Molester again, I know, that name is extremely charming. Keep telling me about it. Okay. It's very much the same as the Neo Geo, 4BPP planar, row interleaved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And there you go. Look at the graphics. We can, of course, open a palette like last time, so another file. Blodia. I don't believe this is 100% correct. So the thing is, oftentimes the CPS2 actually uses FF as the blank color. So when you open up a palette or whatever in Tile Molester, it can oftentimes come off a little bit weird. So it's a very easy fix. We take whatever palette we want to view in Palmod. We left-click the start of the palette, and then we hold Shift and left-click all the way to the other side. We click this, which puts the selection into the right palette, and then the actual colors into that selection. Now we deselect this, and we deselect this, in order to move the colors over by 1. And then we shoot it back. So now we can save this as Blodia P1 edit. And now, assuming you followed that exact process, there you go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is... Ooh. What we can do is we can take this, copy to, Blodia tiles, and we can open this image in an editing program of our choice. I use graphic scale personally, but you don't have to use it. If you want to make a quick, tiny edit, you can just use the colors that are already on screen. But you can very easily just print screen this palette and then put it into whatever you're working in, you know, as another layer or whatever, just so you have access to the palette. As long as the colors are exactly the same, you should be able to take whatever changes you make and immediately just put it back in, and it should just work, right? So let's take you, and let's just put a little smiley face, little smiley guy. We'll put a little smiley face on. Save that, and then we go paste from. And we write the name, or not. Blodia tiles. There we go. We can see the change. We just press escape. That actually applies our selection. The reason for that is because you can have a thing selected, but you can still like maneuver around, right? So we're just gonna. Oh, we fucked it up. Let's not. Yeah, this is why you edit it in other. This is why you edit the graphics in other programs and not Tile Molester, because it's weird like that. I have no idea why you just did that, but that was weird. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Okay. Palette. Blodia edit. Here we go. Paste from Blodia tiles. Escape. Okay, now we do it. Control S, and that saves it. We go back to the Stitcher, and we run it. It's a Python file, so you need to actually install Python. This was made with 3.6.10, I believe. So, that or later, by the time of this video, you know. Anyway, so Cybots 2. There we go. We're going to go to a ROM of our choice. For this example, since it has like, you know, frame increment and all that, I'm going to show this in FB Neo. But this also works for like MAME or GGBO FBA or whatever the fuck. So anyway, we'll place that. We're going to open our game. Going to open Cyberbots. There we go. We just edited CPS2 graphics. So yeah, CPS2 support. Get hyped for that.